Dear Diary, today I want to share something very personal with you. I have hesitated to talk about it because I didn't want to come across as strange. But then I thought, since I have already dared to speak about my dream friend, why should I be afraid to reveal this? My time in this world is limited, and maybe it's best not to waste that time worrying about what others think of me. It is natural for humans to care about others' opinions, but perhaps one of our challenges here is learning to let go of our fears and worries about being misunderstood. So, I have decided that even if it sounds unusual, I want to share this experience with you. It is one of those experiences that made me feel there is much more to us than just our biological bodies. So much more. Dear Diary, I have mentioned before that I have had personal experiences that convinced me there is more to us than this physical existence. Consciousness, in my view, cannot be fully explained as just a byproduct of brain activity, as some scientists suggest. I have had several experiences that led me to believe this, but one in particular stands out, and today I want to tell you about it. My time here is limited, and I believe it is important to talk about these things because I am not the only one who has had such experiences. Knowing others have had similar experiences is important for all of us. Your experience may be completely different, but it might also give you a feeling that there's more to life than just our biological makeup. Now, let me tell you about my experience. This happened some time ago at night while I was sleeping at my parents' house. I had a nightmare that woke me up. In the nightmare, the sweet lady who lived next door turned into some kind of monster and started chasing me. I woke up and couldn't fall back asleep for a while. In the morning, I was tired because I hadn't slept well. Later that day, I met the lady next door and we started chatting. She mentioned she was also tired because she had a nightmare the previous night and couldn't sleep well either. I asked her about the nightmare, and what she told me shocked me. She said she had a dream in which an evil spirit, as she described it, entered her. The way she described her dream was eerily similar to mine, and I still can't believe it was just a coincidence. For me, the important part wasn't the content of the dream itself. I don't believe it was real in the sense that an actual evil spirit entered her. The specific storyline wasn't what stood out. What amazed me was that we both had what seemed like the same dream, and we each played distinct roles in it. Even without the roles, having such similar dreams would have been an incredible coincidence. Dear Diary, it feels like sheer luck that I even discovered this matter. I don't see this neighbor very often, but I saw her the day after the dream. And even though we have known each other for years, we have never discussed our dreams before. If she hadn't shared the details, I never would have known we had the same dream. This made me wonder, do people have shared dreams more often than they realize? Maybe they just don't know, because people rarely talk about their dreams in detail. Even within families, it is uncommon to discuss dreams in the morning in enough detail to notice similarities. So, maybe these incidents happen more often than we think, and they just go unnoticed. Dear Diary, I have been wondering what might explain this strange phenomenon, assuming it wasn't just a coincidence. Of course, it is possible it was random, but something inside me tells me otherwise. If it was not a coincidence, then what could explain it? I believe it has to do with the idea that our consciousness is more than just the product of brain activity. I think we are connected in ways that science can't fully explain yet. Just because science doesn't have an answer doesn't mean the phenomenon isn't real. It just means we haven't discovered the mechanism behind it yet. When we look at what science knows about the brain, many interesting things emerge. The brain's neuronal activity is essentially electrical, and according to physics, electrical currents create magnetic fields. Devices like MEG, which stands for magnetoencephalography, measure these magnetic fields produced by the brain. These magnetic fields are extremely weak, and many scientists believe it is impossible for another brain to detect them because of all the environmental magnetic noise. That might be true, but we don't know for sure. One possible explanation for our shared dream would be that since we were sleeping close to each other, just tens of meters apart, somehow, by an unknown mechanism, we picked up on each other's brain activity. Nightmares are intense emotional experiences, and strong emotions can lead to stronger brain responses. Maybe that was one reason why we shared the dream. Of course, this could be the wrong theory, but who knows? Scientists still don't fully understand consciousness or how it is created in the brain. There are many reports of strange phenomena, like identical twins having shared dreams, or a parent sensing something has happened to their child, even across long distances. I am not saying this magnetic field theory is correct, but we should keep our minds open to unusual explanations. Thinking outside the box is how new discoveries are made. Dear Diary, I am so glad I can share these exciting thoughts with you. I wonder if my soul friend who is listening right now has ever had a similar experience, and what they think could explain it. Dear Diary, thank you for being the bridge between me and my soul friend. I am so grateful to share my thoughts with you. Here, on these pages, I dare to reveal things I wouldn't share with anyone else. It feels so good to know you are there. I will talk to you again soon. Thank you for listening.